All right. You want to say it or do you want me to say it? I'll say it.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Word jazz! Woo!
That wasn't bad at all.
That was great. God,
I liked it.
Nice. Well, we got some great things coming up for you. I have in a pickle. It's involving some weird poems that are super old and drunk people. How about you, Sam?
I got Salad Days, which I have a story about that, which is a little embarrassing. And then I also have the reference of when life gives you lemons.
Oh, I'm excited to hear an embarrassing story.
I had some interesting, it's pretty interesting history, but the one that I was going to do before that is pretty cool. All right, let's roll the thing.
Jazz, a short-form podcast about the etymology of words, slang, and expressions.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Sam.
And I'm Taylor. And Sam's going to start us off with Salad Days.
Yeah, so Salad Days, I'm into Mac DeMarco. I like that song a lot. We're all sitting playing Settlers of Catan with my parents, and I was just having a good time, and I was thinking of that song by Mac DeMarco. I was like, man, it is just salad days right now. And
I think the exact words were salad days tonight because something good happened.
And my dad just kind of looks at me. He's like, do you even know what that means? And this is before we even thought about this podcast, but I didn't know what it means. And I just thought it meant, having a good time. And
you're like, it means we did something good, right?
Yeah, I thought it was just like we're having a good time.
Sam.
That's okay, though. Anyway, going into the origin of it.
Wait, what does it actually mean?
Oh, so it kind of means to be like young and inexperienced.
Salad days. Why salad?
Do you want me to go into it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually a reference to Shakespeare. Yeah.
Does Shakespeare like salad?
No. So it's from the 1606 play Antony and Cleopatra, specifically in Act 1, Scene 5. Cleopatra's talking about how she thinks this Caesar guy is pretty hot stuff, right?
Yeah.
But her servant Charmaine is saying like, "Oh, I once felt that way. You're stupid. You're that's not a good thing." It says from this play, "My salad days, when I was green in judgment, cold in blood, to say as I said then." Yeah, but also
okay. So the servant was talking to Cleopatra, and she's like, "Is the servant male or female? Do you know?"
The servant's female.
Okay, so she's like, "Cleopatra, you're young and inexperienced. I used to be green." Oh, kind of like green, like a young plant, maybe?
No, this is actually Cleopatra saying this.
Oh.
This is like from...
About Caesar.
Maybe I should re-explain this.
No, I think you're doing great.
No? Okay. Well, basically Cleopatra was also saying, Cleopatra was saying that she was really into Caesar at one point, but then her Charmaine was saying, oh, I felt that way once too. More introspective, she's saying, oh, yeah.
But what does that have to do with salad?
I don't know. When I was green in judgment. My salad days. Yeah. Cold in blood, to say as I said then. So yeah, it's kind of saying green in judgment. I'm guessing green, Caesar was hating on, or Shakespeare was hating on green.
I think green is when something is young and small. It's it's green,
Oh, so it's kind of young.
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
That makes sense. Okay, so salads are green. Something that's young is green.
Young.
Salad days, you're young and experienced. That makes sense.
Also, though, Cleopatra was talking about Caesar when Caesar's 52 years old. Cleopatra's 21 years old.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. That's what's
I don't hate on people that...
21 times 2 is 42.
That's a 31-year difference.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I guess that was probably more common back then, I'd imagine. Maybe.
Maybe. Well,
Caesar, I feel like both Caesar and Cleopatra kind of were hitting up all the powerful
Caesar
people.
Salad days.
Caesar salad days.
Whoa, that makes so much sense. Okay.
I don't think those are related, but I would think they should be.
Well, Makes
We're
sense to
drawing
me, but
so many conclusions.
okay. Well, do you want to talk to us about yours?
Oh, yeah. So my phrase is to get in a pickle. You're getting into a difficult situation. You're like, oh, Sam, I got in a pickle in traffic the other day,
Right.
and someone flipped me off but it was a struggle.
Actually, that happened on the way over.
Oh, yeah.
Some
This
guy
is a
flipped.
true story. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that a four-way. Okay, I just didn't know what a four-way stop was. We're all okay.
It was an uncontrolled intersection, but everything's fine. So anyways, weird old poem. This is from 1562, so it's kind of wacky. Everything's spelled weird, but I'm going to read it to you. It's kind of the first time pickle was sort of used
Okay,
for something other than like pickles being pickles in a pickle jar.
gotcha.
So let me read it for you. It's great.
All right.
Poetry reading voice.
You want
Time is tickle, chance is fickle, man is brickle, frailty's pickle, poodreth mickle, seasoning lickle.
What? Is that it?
I think it's because like you lick the seasonings, but seasoning spelled with
Is
a
that
Y,
really
not
the
an
whole
I.
thing?
Yeah, that's the poem. It's from 1562, John Haywood's Proverbs and Epigrams.
I don't know how.
I think my favorite line is "Time is tickle." Oh, it's great.
I'm tickled
But
by
anyways,
that time.
in this context, pickle probably means preserve rather than a difficult situation. So it's not quite there.
Okay.
So most people actually attribute Shakespeare's The Tempest, but they are wrong.
Oh.
So in Shakespeare's The Tempest, lots of Shakespeare today.
Yeah.
The guy Alonzo is talking to Trinculo. He's like, oh my goodness, Trinculo is stinking drunk. Where did everybody find all this booze? How did you get so sloshed? And Trinculo says back to him, he's like, I've been so wasted since I last saw you. But when he's talking to Trinculo, asking him how he got so drunk, he says, how camest thou in this pickle? Isn't that nice?
That's
Like
kinda
you're at a
cool.
party with your friends. How camest thou in this pickle? And they'll be like, what? I had too
party are
much
you
to
at?
drink. I don't know. It's a Shakespearean party. So in that context, it also doesn't really mean you're in a difficult situation. It's more that you're just drunk.
Huh. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So the first time it actually meant a difficult situation that we have on record is from Samuel Pepys' diary on
Samuel
Wednesday.
Pepe. Good old
Yeah.
Samuel Pepe.
Good old Sam Pepe.
Yep.
Yep. But it's on Wednesday, the 26th of September, 1660. Very specific.
Okay.
He writes, at home with the workmen all afternoon, our house being in a most sad pickle.
Oh.
Oh, I know. It
Is
kind
that
of breaks your
relating
heart.
to his family or more to his actual home?
At home with the workmen all afternoon.
Do you know if he's like
I don't
renovating his
know.
house or something?
I don't know. He's an administrator of the Navy in England and a member of Parliament. And the reason that he's kind of important is that diary of his from like 1660 to 1669 is one of the few eyewitness accounts we have of like the Plague of London and the Second Dutch War and the Fire of London and all that big stuff.
Okay.
But I don't really know what's going on in this specific day. But it is Wednesday, so I might relate to it. So that was the very first time it was used, but the actual origin, the first time we see it used, but the actual origin of how it came to mean that, most people think it's Dutch, but they would again be wrong.
Okay.
It's same with all those Shakespeare
Everyone is
people.
wrong.
Everyone is wrong. It's true. But there's a Dutch phrase called, and I am pronouncing this totally wrong, in die pickle zitten, which means pickled, but it's like you're in a pickle. But it's the same pickle as being drunk, kind of like Shakespeare. So
Okay.
you're just wasted if you're in a pickle, basically. And I mean, you can kind of draw a correlation of how like you're under the influence of alcohol and kind of that kind of sort of getting to the being in a difficult place.
Yeah, I hear you.
But if you actually look in England, the word pickle actually means relish, what Americans call relish. Do you know what relish is?
Yeah, and it's like, isn't it just like pickles that are kind of ground?
Yeah,
up?
they're just like mushed up pickles you put on a hot dog,
I
right?
don't get it.
Yeah,
kinda-
I don't know. I kind of like it. It's kind of okay. Actually, I don't know if I love it.
It's weird because like the thing I get from a pickle is like the crunch. You know, it's like,
Relish is kind of crunchy.
is it? I'm honestly
I
like,
guess.
I've been so scared.
I guess
to
it's a
try
little
it.
more mushy, maybe. I don't know.
I just
but
always shy away from it if I see it on a table.
You're
at
just
a
like,
barbecue.
nope, not that
I
one.
just don't grab it. 'cause
You go
I'm-
straight for that mustard instead.
Well, if there's a specialty mustard, I'm all over that.
Oh, yeah. Who isn't?
Okay.
So-
That's interesting. Is
Yeah,
there
so
more-
they're saying like pickle is in England, they call relish pickle, which is vegetables all jumbled up and in a mess. So it's kind of, you're in a disarray, you're in a pickle,
Okay.
maybe. Or if you look at it more literally, you could be like, oh, you're in a pickle. You're literally sitting and stewing in a glass jar of brine. So, I mean, that is a bit of a difficult situation in itself. If you can imagine. I don't know. Unless you like to sit and stew in jars of brine, which
I can't
no
imagine.
judgment. Maybe you like that. You like it when you're sitting in the shower and your fingers get all pruny, you know? No, you're not about that.
I don't think I would do that, but
No. What like you like to go swimming in a pool and you get all pruny?
yeah,
It's
but
just
in
like
brine,
extreme.
I would not do that in brine.
I don't know. I wonder.
That's how infections happen, Taylor.
I think that's like the opposite of how infections happen. It like preserves things.
I don't really know, and I don't really want to know.
You're like, let's try it for science. All right.
Okay.
What is your last word?
Okay, so the last word we're going to do, well, this is more of an expression. This is when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. It's a classic American sort of used thing.
I thought you were going to do going bananas.
Okay, so I was going to do going to bananas because I saw it on an Odyssey article online that in the 1960s, a lexicographer related it to going ape, but instead of going ape blank, bad word.
Oh, okay.
But
Gotcha.
since people were using that and they wanted to, kind of nerf it or make it more friendly.
a little more family friendly.
Yeah, they said going bananas because apes, bananas. But that's kind of one of those things that's like, okay, is that a good source? And
Yeah.
I tried looking everywhere for it. And it seemed like it
speaking
had
of
different
sources,
things.
sorry, I should throw a big thank you out to Sam Dean, who wrote an excellent article on pickles on Bon Appetit. So, anyways, continue.
Oh, also my, this is not the Salad Days article where I got most of this information was on a Snopes article. They have a language and phrase kind of part of their website where I looked up this for information. It's really helpful.
Interesting.
So going into when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? I was going to do going bananas, but I decided not to. The first kind of use was initially coined by the Christian anarchist writer Albert Hubbard in a 1915 obituary that he penned and published for a vaudeville actor, a friend of his.
So he wrote "When life gives you lemons,
I'm
make
gonna-
lemonade" in an obituary. He wrote that.
Well, no, I have it written down what he said. So,
Ooh, read it in your old timey voice.
well, this is his vaudeville actor friend who's dead at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Is that a little bit harsh?
Is it too soon though? How long ago did he die?
I mean, this is 100 years ago.
okay, just do it.
But this was for his friend Marshall Pickney Wilder. This is what he said. He said, "He proved the eternal paradox of things. He cashed in on his disabilities. He picked up the lemons that fate had sent him and started a lemonade stand."
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's pretty cool because apparently this vaudeville actor, this Marshall P. Wilder guy, kind of developed a hunchback over the course of his career, and this is kind of. I don't think it was what killed him. I think he died from natural causes, but.
But it was still
he was still able
around.
to act with this the hunchback sort of situation going on.
Wait, you should read that one more time. It felt nice.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, it felt
All right.
important. Wait, read it with a lot of gravitas.
What is that?
It's just like a lot
He
of
picked
depth.
up the lemons that fate had sent him and started a lemonade stand.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. But it was really popularized by Dale Carnegie in a 1948 self-help book, which was called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Yeah, I have it referenced.
Self-help book.
Yeah, but that was the first time it was said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then there's lots of...
That feels like a self-help book phrase, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does.
But it
Makes
was
sense.
interesting that Dale Carnegie, in his 1948 book, had referenced his friend Julius Rosenwald for giving him the phrase, but he never credited Albert Hubbard from that 1915 obituary. So,
Poor Hubbard. Let's credit him now. Thank you, Hubbard.
thank you. Where would we be without you?
Who knows? We will see you 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, see ya. Thanks to Reagan Clancy for letting us use some of his music from his project Animal Midnight. You can check Animal Midnight out at bandcamp.com.
Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also have a website, wordjazzpodcast.com. And if you want to drop us a line, feel free to contact us either one of those places or email us at wordjazzpodcast@gmail.com. You can also become a patron. Join us on patreon.com/wordjazz and get a monthly subscription to get early releases of podcasts, behind the scenes special videos, special merchandise, and much, much more.